Plastics has changed our lives in many ways, some for the better and some for the worse. Plastics have helped immensely in the medical field and have helped make our lives easier and more enjoyable. At the same time, however, plastics have destroyed our environment and are causing numerous health effects in wildlife and humans. My opponent makes a good argument on why banning plastics altogether is not the best idea. She instead suggests that it would be easier to focus on an approach that combines awareness, legislation, and innovation. While I agree that banning plastics altogether may not be the best solution to plastic pollution, I disagree on many of the approaches she suggests as an alternative in straight up banning plastics. My opponent suggests that raising awareness on plastic pollution, educating the public on plastic pollution's effects on our wildlife would be a good option in helping to reduce plastic pollution. However, I disagree. A majority of people already know about plastic pollution, with many wanting plastic pollution to be dealt with. A WWF survey found that a majority of Americans already think plastic pollution is a serious problem, many of them supporting a ban on single-use plastics. So while raising awareness of plastic pollution may seem like a good idea, it won't really help as the vast majority of people already know that plastic pollution is a problem. My opponent also suggests that research should be done on better alternatives to plastics, such as biodegradable materials. However, there are already several alternatives to plastics available already. Paper, wood, and bioplastics are all alternatives that can be used instead of single-use plastics. Instead of looking for new alternatives to plastics, we should be focusing on replacing plastics with the alternatives that already exist. Another thing my opponent suggests is that laws should be placed to limit single-use plastics. However, since we already have alternatives to single-use plastics, laws should be put in place to not just limit these plastics, but to ban them altogether. While while my opponent makes some good points about not banning all plastics, I disagree with many of the alternatives they suggest. Many of their alternatives to banning plastics are already being done or would just not be effective in combating the plastic pollution crisis.